Cecil Williams was a man woven into the fabric of San Francisco. His church became a refuge for people that society left behind. And Williams was instrumental in turning Glide Memorial Church into a name heard around the world. The Reverend served as pastor of Glide for 60 years before he retired. He didn't just command the pulpit, he was known for being a champion for people who needed help the most, feeding the needy, and turning Glide into a world-renowned nonprofit, helping hundreds of thousands of people in the process. He's also known for stepping up in crisis, like in the aftermath of the deadly Loma Prieta earthquake that threw the city into chaos.
Right on, right on, right on.
We love you.
Yeah, I love you too. After that, we got to struggle with it tomorrow. And I won't, that's the point. We got to do what? We got to do what? We got to do what? We got to pull together. Yeah.
This is San Francisco, no matter how much turmoil it's in, you always see them straighten it out.
They think I'm sometimes the miracle worker, and I'm not. I'm just like they are.
That was video from back in 1989. Mr. Williams died today, according to his loved ones. Our Lauren Toms went to Glide Memorial to talk to his friends and admirers about the legacy he leaves behind.
And inside the sanctuary here at Glide Memorial, members of the community have gathered to not only remember and mourn Reverend Cecil Williams, but to celebrate his life. Tonight, I spoke with several members of this community who smile when they think of his name, all in the effort to keep his legacy going. Two rows back and facing the pulpit will always be where Reverend Cecil Williams sat every Sunday for church. As recently as Easter Sunday, he would rejoice with his congregation to tunes led by Dennis Hersey, who arrived at Glide Memorial 22 years ago.
I walked into the church for the first time on an Easter Sunday. I think that I came to the right place at the right time to get what I didn't even realize that I needed at that time.
Dennis smiles when he thinks of Williams, even hours after his passing.
I think that's the thing when I think of him. I think of light, I think of love, I think of support, generosity. I mean, I can just go on and on.
It's a sign of the unconditional love the Reverend offered, a signature of his that defined the impact of Glide Memorial Church in San Francisco as a house to be welcomed.
You could come in drunk or high. You can come in the height of your white privilege. You can come in as a single mother. You can eat a meal and come upstairs. It mattered not.
Reverend Marvin White has been learning in the shadow of Reverend Williams, poised to lead the community from the Reverend's legacy that he says helped guide him and others for years to come.
I went to him and I said, Cecil, they want me to fill your shoes. And he absolved me from that responsibility. He said, I need for you to be you, and to understand that where you take it is where we're supposed to go.
The legacy of Reverend Cecil Williams cemented inside Glide Memorial and forever on the streets he served. And we spoke with Reverend Marvin White, who's seen by many as a prodigy of Reverend Cecil Williams. He says that he has every intent of keeping the late Reverend's legacy going, all while maintaining that unconditional love.
Williams died in a retirement home near Glide Memorial, according to his family. Governor Gavin Newsom, who once served as San Francisco mayor, released a statement saying that Reverend Williams embodied the values of unity, generosity, and acceptance, adding that all of us can be inspired by his legacy. And Mayor London Breed released a statement saying he inspired members of the African-American community to dream and serve, mentoring many to become leaders. We were there when Reverend Williams celebrated his 90th birthday at Glide.
I've always talked about changing the world, and I really believe that we have touched people from all over the world.
You can head to our website, KPIX.com, for more on the life and legacy of Reverend Williams.